We got
We got SZA, The Weeknd, and Travis Scott. Power is power.
Power is Power. I love songs about power. You ever heard this song? I never heard this song.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I wouldn't consider myself a Weeknd fan or a SZA fan. SZA, I've only listened to like 3 of her songs. I like the one where she was in the jungle, where she took hallucinogenics, the mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot the name of that song.
I forgot too.
That one's good.
I was born of the ice and snow. With the wind
A Snow Child.
I was born of the ice and snow. With the winter wolves in the dark alone. The wildest night I became the one. And you'll know you're mine when the silence calls. Heavy is the ground, only for the weak. A knife in my heart couldn't slow me down. 'Cause power is power. My fire never goes out. I rise from my scars. Nothing hurts me now. 'Cause power is power. Now watch me burn it down. I went down for the coldest one. And I know where I've been 'cause I played it before. Yeah, how do I know where we let you stay? How do I know where we did it your way? You wouldn't take my place, put me away. I died looking up at your face. How do I ever know?
Their voices go really good together between The Weeknd and SZA.
They really do.
Away, you wouldn't take my place, put me away. I died looking up at your face. How do I ever know? Who can I trust? Feelings of emptiness. Only love could kill me. God bless. A knife in my heart couldn't slow me down. 'Cause power is power. My fire never goes out. I rise from my scars. Nothing hurts me now. 'Cause power is power. Now watch me burn it down.
And I love how they use Game of Thrones for Power is Power. Like, not that I watched Game of Thrones, but I know enough about it to say like it's a show essentially for the battle of power. It's very political in that way. So I think it was perfect to kind of use that in a song with this kind of context.
And I love that you can use this song as something that can be played in Game of Thrones, but also it's in a way romantic, like old school romantic, where you die for the one you love.
Yeah. And this is actually a very, very interesting scene to see like this dragon be like chained up. Because like when you think of like I know when I think of a dragon and generally when people think of a dragon, it's like this insurmountable foe. Like it's formidable. It's very hard to take out a dragon, right? It's probably one of the most mythical and undefeatable creatures that they use in stories for hundreds of years. So to see a dragon actually be like almost enslaved is a very telling symbol of how strong men have gotten, where they're able to kind of enslave a dragon, which is something that's never been able to be done in all of like in the majority of stories that you see. Like you'll see them defeated, but not to the point where like they're actually captured and enslaved. So it's very interesting that they did that in Game of Thrones. This actually makes me want to watch it.
I think it's also a great way to measure how great it's a great way to measure how willing humans are to defeat something. Like they're willing to do something that is far beyond what's expected of them to to beat, basically.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a massive transfer of power. It almost makes me think about, it's almost like trying to enslave Satan himself, right? Like, you don't enslave someone of that like caliber. Like, he's just too high up there, right? Or like trying to enslave a god, you know? So I think that's like this, a very similar symbol when you try to enslave like a dragon.
This power, fire never goes out. I rise from my scars. Nothing hurts me now. This power is power. Now watch me burn it down.
Breathe. The air that I breathe. Yeah. Air that I breathe. Who's out of bed of myself with a crown? So swap a high water, keep your head up, you might drown. Hit as well as way colder by the day we got it down. Been unfound, just been waiting up, she gon' come around. I took a track, but said at the gates, my little baby slave. Hold the flag, put that on my face, shit nobody shade. Lift the mask, they gon' have to see what they get erased. I took a lie, so I took it back. Yeah! Danger's on my mind. Ain't no knife, dagger, bullet that can do it. For you, yeah, you know I go right, I should do it.
Great advertisement
For Game of Yo, that seriously made me want to watch. And I think I was wrong. I think with the dragon, like, it wasn't, when it was in chains, it wasn't enslaved. I think they were trying to save it because they looked like they were dragging it. And then I think later on,
they were
like,
dragging the dragon.
yeah, they were dragging the dragon. Like, I wonder, because I think one of those, I forget which actor, like, you notice the girl that's on top of the dragon. I think she's like the queen of the dragons or some shit. Like, I never watched it, so I don't know, but
Neither.
I can't tell you how many people tell me, like, or have told me, like, yo, you gotta watch Game of Thrones. I could just never pass that first episode.
Same.
And that first episode was raw for me.
In the woods, right?
I don't even remember.
That was the first episode. I thought this collab was very interesting. I thought SZA and The Weeknd complemented each other really well. I thought Travis Scott was just very unique. Like, his flow is very different, but I just love his voice. And I think it's perfect because it's the three of them. It makes me think of like Julius Caesar and how there had to be three in position to make the what do you call it? To make it work.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I honestly think any one of them could have killed this song, but the blend of them three, like them all integrated, just makes for a very, like a soundful combination. And you just like The Weeknd, so you're just biased. Anything, you can take any song, just add The Weeknd, and you just like it more just because The Weeknd's on it.
That's
Even if he says like two things.
It's 100% true. Like, I don't know one Weeknd song that fucking sucks.
Yeah, I know.
I'm out.